This week we have Mercury, planet of communication, moving into the partnership sign of Libra. All of this, an empowered moment and more in my new intuitive energy forecast for the week of Monday, September 23rd through Sunday, September 29th, 2024. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, starseed astrologer and spiritual messenger from Sacred Soul Empowerment, here to do your weekly energy forecast. For this week, we're going to be using a brand new deck that I got. It's called The Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. Your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck by Izzy Ivy. So before we get into those stones of choice or the astrology for the week, let's go ahead and settle in and do an empowered moment. So take a deep breath. Exhale, relaxing your body, making sure that your eyes are closed and your feet are firmly planted on the floor or on the ground. Taking another deep breath, centering, balancing as you exhale. And visualizing golden white light all around you. This is the golden white light of protection and guidance, healing. This is the golden white light of Source, God, Universe, Great Spirit, God, all that is. And as you're visualizing this beautiful, gentle, yet powerful golden white light, or if you're feeling it or sensing it, or you just know that it's surrounding you, taking a deep breath and breathe it into every cell of your body. And as you exhale, let go of all that your body, mind, and soul no longer needs. So this week we're in between eclipses. We had a full moon lunar eclipse, time of endings and completion last week. Next week we'll have a new moon solar eclipse, which is about new beginnings and fresh starts. So as we're in this in-between time, focus on what aspect of energy or circumstance or situation, mindset or belief system that you wish to release and let go. And as you have that vision of what you wish to release and let go, take in a deep breath. And as you exhale, blow it out to the universe, allowing the angels to come and take that up and away where it can be transmuted to a higher vibration of light. And now in your mind's eye, visualize what it is that you would like to create, what new direction you would like to go into, what potential opportunities you would like to be presented to you. And hold that vision in your mind. Surround it in golden white light, visualizing it being energized with the life force energy of the universe, the magic of the universe. Taking in a deep breath, and this time blowing that vision out with intention to the higher realms and asking the angels and your ancestors, the healers, the ascended masters of the highest vibration of light, to take that vision to the higher realms where the magical energies of the universe can assist in manifesting it. Ask for guidance and information. Mercury, planet of communication, planet of messages, planet of information, is moving into the balanced scales of Libra, the sign of justice. So regarding the endings and new beginnings that may be occurring in your life right now, ask again for that guidance. Ask for the messages. Ask for the divine information that will lead you to the next step on your highest and most important destiny path. Taking one last deep, healing, cleansing, balancing breath. And as you exhale and in your own time, you can open your eyes and return to this time and place and space. And let's get ready to look at your stones of choice. So the first stone of choice, these are all special intention pendants, which you can find on my website, Sacred Soul Empowerment, as well as many, many others. The first one is Sunshine Aura Quartz. These are all chakra pendants, by the way. So think about which one of these three chakras, these three stones I'm going to show you, that relates to the chakras, which one do you maybe need more work on, or which one do you need to balance or activate? So this Sunshine Aura Quartz is wrapped in gold wire, and it's Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 8. The number of owning your personal power and authority. The qualities of the sign of Sagittarius for joy, positivity, and optimism. The energies of Pluto, planet that will assist in transmuting and releasing deeply held blockages to one's inner power. The activation and balancing of the solar plexus chakra for leadership and take charge abilities. And this one has the energy of Archangel Michael to protect, pull cords, guide, and provide one with confidence to move forward on your path. All right. And then pendant number 2 is Aqua Aura. So this is an Aqua Aura pendant. It's wrapped in silver wire and Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 5. Number of intelligence, communication, and networking. The qualities of the sign of Aquarius for freedom of words and humanitarian ideals. The energies of Uranus, planet of higher dimensional energies and channeling. The activation and balancing of the throat chakra to enhance one's ability to express one's thoughts and emotions in a constructive and positive manner. The energies of Archangel Raziel for higher wisdom and understanding, and Archangel Gabriel to assist with all forms of creativity and communication, including speaking, teaching, and writing. And then our last pendant of choice is the Indigo Aura Quartz. So the Indigo Aura Quartz is wrapped in silver wire, Reiki charged with the vibration of Master number 11, number of psychic vision and lightworker energies. Excuse me. The qualities of the planet Neptune for connection to the spiritual realms and your dreams. This is nighttime dreams, but also it can be daytime dreams as well. The qualities of the sign of Pisces for enhanced creativity and artistic gifts. The activation and balancing of the third eye chakra to open up to clairvoyance, clairaudience, and channeling abilities. The energies of Archangel Raziel again for higher wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, as well as Archangel Haniel to assist one with increased psychic abilities. So again, your stones of choice here for this week are the Sunshine Aura Quartz, the Aqua Aura Quartz, and the Indigo Aura Quartz. All right, let's set those aside here. And let's talk about the energies of the week, astrologically speaking. So we're going to kind of lump Tuesday and Wednesday together because there's something going on over the course of Tuesday and Wednesday that kind of all fits together. And it has to do with the planet Mercury. Mercury rules all of the mental realm, our thoughts, our ideas, our perceptions, communications, information, messages, and it's in its home sign of Virgo right now. So when Mercury is in Virgo, it really relates to paying attention to details and using your powers of discernment and really understanding all the little things that make up the bigger picture. But it more focuses on these little kind of details, these little aspects and parts to the whole, to the whole puzzle. Mercury in Virgo is very logical. It's very analytical. So again, it really deals with that mental realm. And that's where Mercury is comfortable, right? But on Tuesday and Wednesday, we have this energy dynamic going on where Mercury in Virgo is first in a positive trine to Uranus, the Great Awakener, the planet of liberation, freedom, change, and redirection, which is in Taurus. And then it opposes Neptune. Neptune rules the spiritual realm. So here's Mercury with the logical realm, and then it opposes Neptune, which rules the spiritual realm. It rules our psychic abilities, healing abilities, our dreams, inspiration, creativity, all things that deal with that unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness of that spiritual realm. And then it ends by connecting in a positive trine to Pluto, planet of power and control, planet of transformation and regeneration, death and rebirth. Pluto is the great transformer. So he transforms energies. He also transmutes lower vibrational energies. These three planets that Mercury is connecting to are what's called the outer planets: Uranus, Neptune, and then Pluto. So they deal with the collective energy and they deal with our soul's evolution and growth more so than the inner planets. The inner planets deal more with our day-to-day life. Those outer planets are kind of the bigger picture of, again, our soul evolution and growth. So the fact that it's connecting in this way with all three of those outer planets, and because Mercury is an earth sign Virgo, Uranus is an earth sign Taurus, Pluto is an earth sign Capricorn, and then we've got that opposition to Neptune and water sign Pisces. It's forming what's called a kite configuration. If you can imagine a triangle, which is all the earth elements kind of connected in this beautiful harmonious trine or triangle. And then we've got Mercury at the pinnacle opposing Neptune here in that water sign of Pisces. So it kind of makes this kite configuration, if you can visualize that in your mind. And with that kite, all the energy is flowing out Neptune and Pisces. So we've already got these higher spiritual energies with all of these planets, Neptune, Uranus, Pluto, but it's all funneling out that spiritual planet of Neptune. So this to me is really, really talking about how our mental mind, you know, if you want to call it the lower mind or the ego mind, but our mind, the logical analytical part of ourself, which is ruled by Mercury and Virgo right now, is connecting to this higher wisdom, higher knowledge, higher guidance, higher energy of what this bigger evolutionary picture is all about, both for ourselves personally as well as on a collective level. And since we just had the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces last week, full moons are endings, releasing, letting go, completion. And the fact that it was in Pisces, which is the last sign of the zodiac, also portends some sort of closing out of a cycle, some sort of completion energy. And eclipses always magnify, you know, these energies. And so something really important is happening. And because next week we'll have a new moon solar eclipse, right? And again, eclipses magnify the energies. New moons are about fresh starts, planting new seeds and new beginnings. There's something really important that's happening here. So Tuesday and Wednesday is when this configuration is happening. And, you know, it'd be a great time to meditate, contemplate, do yoga, other spiritual practices, maybe get a reading or do a reading for yourself. Get out in nature and just kind of commune with nature to receive kind of messages. Pay attention to synchronicities. Pay attention to animal totems, nature totems. those times where you might overhear a conversation or read something or hear something in music that really just sparks you and tells yourself this is something important to pay attention to. This is what that energy is all about. And then on Thursday the 26th, Mercury moves out of Virgo and into the sign of Libra, the sign of the scales, the sign of relationships, partnerships, the sign of balance, harmony, equality, compromise. It's going to be in Libra until October 13th. So there will be a highlighted time period from the 26th of September till October 13th where communication in relationships becomes important, or even networking one-on-one in relationships becomes important. Information that deals with justice, which the scales, right? The Libra scales to me are about justice. All of these things will be highlighted during that period of time. And then we end out the week, this week, on Sunday, the 29th of September, with Mars, the warrior planet, in water sign Cancer. Now, Mars is a fiery planet that rules energy, action, and forward movement, and his energy, action, and forward movement might be a little watered down right now because it's in water sign Cancer, but also he puts his energy out, right? And so right now he's putting his energy out through the realm of Cancer, which is about home and family, emotions, empathic ability, empathic connections, caretaking, sensitivity. And so all those things are highlighted right now. But Mars in Cancer will be in a positive connection to Saturn, which rules limitations, restrictions, delays, a need for patience, karma and karmic lessons. But on the positive side, Saturn rules authority, responsibility, like taking responsibility for your life, your path, your direction. And Saturn rules structure and form and manifestation. So he rules this restructuring process. And this is a positive connection between these two. Saturn is in water sign Pisces. It has been for a while. He spends 2.5 years in a sign. And he's kind of in the middle right now of the Pisces energy. So we've got a little while yet for Saturn to be in Pisces. But with Mars trining in this positive connection to Saturn, I feel like there's a restructuring process, again, maybe within the realm of home and family, or the energy we're putting into home and family, a restructuring of our emotional body and maybe our spiritual body as well, because Cancer rules the emotional body. Pisces rules the spiritual body. And a restructuring of our forward movement through releasing old karma, karmic patterns, old karmic contracts even because of that Saturn, and restructuring, rewriting like a new story, is how we might put it. Let's rewrite a new story for our Dharma, for our way forward. And so again, if we look at this energy from that higher spiritual perspective in between these two eclipses, I think you'll get the most out of it. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides from that new deck, the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. Okay, so the first card came out as 2 cards. So we've got, this is Major Arcana 15. And this is the Devil card. Now, this is not necessarily, a card that we all like to see. The Devil card deals with our shadow, our fears, our anxieties, our insecurities. And usually with the Devil card, it's these things that are cropping up from like the subconscious level, things that are happening that are causing our fears and insecurities to kind of rear their head, so to speak. But this is about us moving past the fears and insecurities, past the anxieties and what seems to be causing this feeling of being trapped or limited or held back, because it's all just an illusion. In fact, I kind of like this rendition of the Devil card because it's got this bright golden yellow energy behind it. And that golden yellow energy does relate to our solar plexus chakra, that chakra that rules confidence and courage and authority, being our own authority, leadership, take charge. And it's about our personal power. So it's about us taking our power back or empowering ourselves regarding whatever these fears and anxieties, maybe it's attached to some situations, whatever they happen to be, we're taking our power back. And so that golden yellow light just really kind of brings in a sense of, that hope and that confidence that we can get through whatever it is that this is about. And I suspect this is because of that full moon lunar eclipse last week. It's stirring the pot, it's shaking up some energies, and it might be bringing up some insecurities in our lives in different ways. So just know that feeling of being held back, restricted, or trapped, first of all, this is ruled by Saturn, right? The ruler of karmic lessons is what rules this card, the devil. Saturn is not necessarily about holding us back, but sometimes it's just about having patience because there's a delay before we get to what it is that we desire. And the delay is often necessary because something else needs to fall into place. Some energy needs to shift within us so that the outcome is even better than we had hoped. Something like that. So let's go ahead and see what came out along with this particular card. Okay, so the card that came out with the devil, interesting. So this is Major Arcana 17. This is the Star card, a very different energy than the devil card, right? The Star card is about hope and renewal and focusing on our future dreams and visions and what we want for ourselves and for our lives, and maybe even for other people that we're close to. The Star card is kind of reaching for the highest potential. It's like reaching for the stars, right? And that's the highest potential that we can get in this lifetime. And really, it's our hopes, our dreams, our wishes, our vision for the future that is the reality, right? It's real because it's just when our fears and insecurities crop up as we're living in third dimensional reality that this devil card energy comes into play. But the true energy is all about kind of this evolution, this growth, this abundance, this prosperity, this, again, renewal of what it is that we desire. You can see like almost these magical sparkles of light that are kind of coming down here from the woman who is part of the Star card. There is this wonderful star that's kind of leading us, right? It's lighting the way. It's providing messages. It's providing wisdom or knowledge or guidance. That's a great way to say it. The star is providing guidance. And I feel like this magical energy coming out with this karmic energy is kind of about that full moon lunar eclipse. Do we want to stay in the fear and insecurities that might be being generated from changes or redirections that are happening in our lives? That's, whatever this is shaking up, this eclipse. Or do we want to focus on the future, what's coming, right? We have to release the old karmic energies before we can get to the new potential, before we can renew ourselves on a higher spiritual level, before we can reach this magical ability. So I feel like, I don't know if I want to say it's an either or kind of thing, but I feel like it's like a split energy, and we don't want to stay over here. We want to move over here to this energy. So shift your perspective to the star. Shift your perspective to reaching for your dreams and your visions and knowing that they can manifest, that they will manifest as long as you keep that higher perspective and keep that energy of a higher vibration surrounding you, which means also surrounding yourself with higher vibrational situations and circumstances and people and relationships, because the lower situations and circumstances and people and relationships are just going to drag you down into this lower dimensional energy that you don't want. We want to stay in the higher dimensional energy. All right, let's take a look at the next card. And the next card is the Knight of Wands. So the Wands is fire, and we can see that, right? It's fiery, it's passionate, it's creative, it's a spiritual energy. The Suit of Wands is about the spiritual realm. The Knight is a younger, determined, dynamic, assertive, energetic energy. So this is putting forth that energy. This might be about you embodying these qualities of the Knight of Wands, right? That fiery passion, that courage, that confidence, that go-get-em attitude, that know that if you assert yourself in the right direction, that everything's going to turn out exactly how you want. This can also represent a person in your life. This would be, again, somebody that maybe is in the middle years of their lives, like maybe from, mid-20s to mid-40s, or at least has kind of this younger dynamic energy about them. It doesn't really matter so much what the actual physical age is, but just that they have this dynamic energy about them, this passionate, creative energy about them. So this can represent a person as well. And this can also mean that something's happening fast or you're moving towards something quickly, okay? So I feel like this is a great energy as we're, again, leading up to a new moon solar eclipse from that full moon lunar eclipse. Let's see what the last card is. Wow, we have another court card, as we call it. This is the King of Cups, which is very different from the Knight of Wands. The King is the mature energy, the authority, right? He's the ruler of his domain. In this case, though, he's ruling the domain of his emotions. Cups is about emotions and feelings and empathy and sensitivity. So this king is a little bit more in what we might say his divine feminine side. So he's mature and he's a leader, but he's also balanced with this love and compassion and, creative, caring sort of energy. So again, we've got two court cards. So this could again represent a person. So this could be that we're surrounding ourselves with different types of people for different reasons right now. This could be like a father figure. This could be our significant other. This could be some other type of authority figure that is again just very more loving and compassionate. Or this could be again you embodying these qualities, which is interesting. If we're embodying these qualities, we're embodying two very different qualities. We're grounded, we're balanced in our emotions, we're respected, we're psychic, we're intuitive, we're compassionate and loving, but we're also energetic and passionate and confident and courageous and ready to go after what it is that we want. Again, this could be representing a person or people in our lives as well. So let's take a look at what your special message card is depending on your stone of choice. So that first stone of choice was the Sunshine Aura Quartz, okay? We haven't used this deck in a while, so it'd be interesting to see what comes out. So for the Sunshine Aura Quartz people, special message for the week. Nothing's popping out yet, so give me a second here. Sunshine Aura Quartz. This one, okay. This one's popping out, and it says, She of the Lotus. Well, that's an interesting phrase, isn't it? She of the Lotus. So I think of the lotus flower as crown chakra energy, opening up that crown chakra. You often see the lotus flower relating to the crown chakra, and it is often white in color. So this is higher wisdom, higher knowledge, higher spiritual perception, downloads of information, downloads of guidance, just receiving those messages and psychic impressions from the higher spiritual realms. And it feels very divine feminine because it says she of the lotus. So we've got this divine feminine energy, the goddess energy, the priestess energy, the wise woman energy. Because if we're relating to the crown chakra, we're getting towards like this enlightened state of being. So wise woman energy. And, she also has her third eye chakra kind of highlighted as well. So all of these psychic perceptions of claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairaudience, even clairsentience perhaps. She does have a flower too over her throat chakra, so channeling as well comes into play. So this makes me think of maybe either journaling or creative writing. Maybe you're writing a blog or a book or redoing, some sort of like a website information. I feel like this is a great time to do it, because all these psychic senses with that Mercury connecting with those outer planets, all those psychic senses are highlighted, are opening up, are magnifying right now, kind of as we're in this sort of like portal of energy in between eclipses. So I feel like, we got some green going on as well too. So that's the heart chakra, which isn't necessarily shown in the picture, but the green of the heart chakra is that clairsentience, that empathic ability. And again, the feeling of energy. So we've got a lot going on here with kind of all these psychic senses and healing senses and the divine feminine that's happening. All right, let's put that back in the deck in case somebody else gets it. And the next one was the Aqua Aura. So Aqua Aura quartz people, special message, Aqua Aura. Okay, this one actually keeps calling me. Sacral chakra. Okay, so the sacral chakra here, interesting. So sacral chakra is the divine feminine. It's about emotions, passion, sexuality, the goddess energy, creative self-expression. This was attached to the Aqua Aura quartz in the throat chakra, and we do have kind of that turquoisey blue color of the throat chakra also in this card. So I feel like we're needing to communicate our passion, communicate our emotions. We're sharing information through creative self-expression. All of these things would be ways that this can come about. We've got, interestingly enough, we've got a snake down here. So this, to me, if it's related to the sacral chakra, it's the Kundalini energy awakening. Okay, so we've got maybe some of you with these eclipse energies is the awakening of that Kundalini energy. That's we call it like the serpent energy, kind of, that's coiled at the base of the spine, which would be more like in the root chakra, but the root and the sacral chakra are so close to one another. We even see the red here of kind of the root chakra color. We see the orange of the sacral. We see the yellow of the solar plexus, the blue of the throat. Is there any green? I guess the wings have a little bit of green in them. We've got the darker blue of the third eye chakra. Do we have some purple? Yeah, we got some purple in the wings. So really all the chakras are highlighted, which would make sense with that Kundalini energy, because it's going to be activated. It's going to rise through all of the chakras, activating, opening, balancing all of these chakras. This is a huge spiritual awakening that's happening. But for some reason, we're needing, those of you that chose the Aqua Aura, needing to focus on that sacral chakra, that divine feminine goddess energy. Makes me feel like sensual movement, like sensual dance or movement. It could be belly dancing. It could just be like the flowing yoga goddess sort of movements, or some of those other like martial arts that are more of that creative kind of just flowing energy. Or at the very least, again, just put on some beautiful sensual music. You don't have to do it in front of anybody. Just do it and allow that creative, passionate, divine feminine energy of the sacral chakra to open up and allow it to activate that Kundalini energy here. Wow, that's great. I love that. And then the last stone of choice was the Indigo Aura Quartz. So Indigo Aura quartz people, this one's calling my attention right here. Stepping through. So the first thing I heard in my mind when I said that or saw that was stepping through a portal. And we are really in a portal of energy with the eclipses that are going on. So here we are in the middle of the eclipse, energies of the fall. Or for those of you that might be on the other side of the world, it might be your springtime, but we're stepping through a portal, or we're stepping through, the other thing I'm hearing is like stepping through fears, stepping through anxieties, and we're stepping into confidence, we're stepping into courage, we're stepping into stability, we're stepping into our gifts, we're stepping through that portal that's going to bring us to that energy of, I gotta pull it out, the star card. So here we've got, like, I'm trying to not let the glare here get it, but here's the star of the star card. Well, here, I don't know if you can see it, This is actually like a Merkaba energy, but it looks like a star. It's over kind of her heart chakra area. So again, we're stepping through to reach this higher vision, this higher dream of what it is that we want. We're stepping through all the old karmic lessons, all the old karmic stories. We're just letting that all go. And she looks like she's in this kind of exotic kind of dance, even from the previous card of the sacral chakra energy. She looks very sensual and looks like she's just kind of flowing her body here. And some of that might be, oh, she's even standing in a lotus flower. It's interesting how all three of these cards are somehow like connected with one another, because here's the lotus flower down here that she's kind of standing within. So if we think of the lotus flower as I related it to the crown chakra, which it's purple even, she's kind of like rising above that, right? She's rising into the higher realms. She's stepping through the third dimensional muck and gook and heaviness of this reality. And she's moving on up and evolving on up, rising on up into something higher, into something better. So what great messages. This is a great reading. I thank you all for your love, your support. I did just move, so you see some different, backdrops going on here. Still trying to get a little bit organized. It's been a little slow going as I'm trying to balance doing everything. If you want to join my newsletter, go onto my website. There's a drop down there. You can sign up for it. I often have discount codes with my services or with some of these pendants that you see sometimes month to month it changes. You can check out my services, maybe get some guidance for this time in between the eclipses. So whatever it might be, I would welcome seeing you, connecting with you, but I do, again, love your support, love your comments, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you, everyone. Sending you lots of love and light and many, many blessings. Namaste.